It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Brady. Head complete, right side to Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Cook is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Hey, set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
72 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Wentz now to throw. Rolling to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Wait, set.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
35 yards.
And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. The
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's go. Great. Great 5-2 on here.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Patterson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now Brady.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. On play action. Now Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Vikings. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Go. Hang in there now.
On play action, Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now Wentz. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Wentz. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Wait, Sugar!
The final shot before half for Brady. And Cook has it left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down. Kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Here's Cook again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. On play action, it's Brady. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. And Brady will sneak it. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Andrew Booth picks it off. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Thielen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, goal 66.
Here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72. Second.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Play action. Now Wentz. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Wentz now on first down. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
72. 72.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Brady going to throw here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. And now here is another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down inside the 40.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card.